Welcome to W Lounge Podcast, where we talk about the whys, the whens, the wheres, and all that jazz, all the 5 W's. Today we're going to be talking about dating, online in particular. Quite frankly, I particularly like it. Don't even like the idea. Don't even understand why we're even doing it in this age, quite frankly. I'm quite traditional, as you can tell. But I just want to explore this, and lucky enough, my friends on the panel, which I'll introduce you to, unfortunately, they've had the experience of doing it before, but they'll let us know what parts are good and allegedly good parts, and then they'll let us know about the bad parts. But yes, so I'm Brie. I'm from W Lounge Podcast, and I'm here with...
I'm Riri.
And I'm Chrissy.
Brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to get straight into it. Forbes, as you know, I love them.
Shout out.
100%. Love Forbes. So they've got a statistic for you. Nearly 70% of individuals who have met someone on a dating app have said it has led to romantic exclusive relationships, while 28% said it did not. Individuals between ages 43 and 58 found the most success with online dating, 72% stating that meeting on a dating app led to a romantic relationship.
So how many people are actually meeting successfully online?
70%.
That's amazing.
I think that's great.
Wow.
I think it's great too.
Yeah.
But, yeah, anywho. All I'm hearing is not that great. That's what
So
I'm
you're
saying.
hearing the 20%?
All I hear is 20% is probably the successful one. But yes, you might be meeting online. Maybe it might be a nice relationship, but it's not the one. It's not.
Okay, no, it's not the one.
It's not
Okay.
marriage, if that makes sense.
Right,
So,
okay.
I suppose, yeah, and all that stuff. We asked our viewers and followers on all of our social platforms this question: should single women over 35 consider online dating? And they said, why? No, because it's dangerous.
It's dangerous.
Okay, no, I hear that.
Yeah,
We can talk about that. Okay.
Yeah, it sounds so outdated. It sounds so it's something like my mum would say, or my aunties would say.
Yeah.
Maybe
you can't
they're
trust
right.
the internet.
Maybe they're right. But your fingers will get tired. Your fingers will get tired because of the swiping. I mean...
You're swiping
Okay.
too much, that's it.
Yeah, you're doing too much, like get a job sort of thing, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Get a job.
It's full of leftover men.
Ooh.
Stale.
Okay.
Leftover men.
Okay.
I can believe that. Yes, I found my husband online.
Fantastic.
Okay, well, that's good.
See?
We'll
Some
see.
success rate.
Yes, see one, but I've had great dates from online.
Oh, actually, sorry, side note.
Yet to hear that.
Side note, one of my friends actually met her husband,
Right.
who they're happily married with a child,
It happens.
online.
Yeah.
It happens.
Um,
Did you say that's one of your friends or
One
a
of my
friend?
friends.
Friend of a
One of
friend's
my
friend?
friends. One of my friends.
It's just friends.
One of my friends is happily married with a little baby,
Yeah.
and she met her
Well,
husband
congratulations
online.
then.
Yeah.
1 in a million. Congratulations.
Lovely.
I've no choice. I said I don't go out much. Okay, fair enough. Men don't approach women offline anymore.
So online dating.
Okay, so they're saying that
believe
because
that.
they're saying that because
Crazy.
men don't approach women nowadays.
Yes.
It's easier to just do it online.
Let's do it online.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think it's quite lazy, quite frankly.
That's
But-
true.
But we'll delve into it because
Yeah.
I haven't done it, right? And I've always been against it because I just feel like I don't like the idea of going on there, putting myself out to that degree, and then knowing subconsciously that I'm just going to get, the left swipes over and over again. It just makes me feel a bit vulnerable, that kind of thing. So my first question to you is, do you recommend dating multiple partners at once?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Why?
Variety options.
You need options. You absolutely
options.
need options. And I think if you put all your eggs in one basket, men can they can detect it. They know. They're like, don't really need to be texting this girl back within 3 hours because she's literally sitting there waiting for my text. So they lax.
I don't think you should get too many though. At the same time.
But it's too many.
Multiple.
I want to say 3 is
three
a
or four,
limit.
five.
For me, I say
3. I said 5.
5 is too much.
5.
Days a week.
Oh my gosh.
5. I'm picky.
five.
I'm picky.
So you go on
The
a
more
date.
picky you are,
too
the
much.
more you need to date.
It's too much.
Because
So you give 2 days out of the week for rest.
Yeah.
I'm not even necessarily interacting with these people daily. You're going to get one guy who's not really a phone person. He's probably just wants to text, and he might text intermittently. You're going to get that one guy that wants to text and do the voice notes all day long. You're only going to get one that really
But are you allowing yourself enough time for a connection to build with five on the one side?
Absolutely.
It's moving on.
No, it's not. Hello.
Well, sorry. So one day in church, and then what's Saturday?
What do you think? Well, it depends. What you think? How much energy do you think you're giving to these guys? One guy is going to be left on red for a couple of days at this point.
Damn.
One guy is going to be, you're interacting with him regularly. One guy you're actually going to pick up the phone to, and one, every single week it narrows. Somebody gets eliminated.
Process of elimination.
No, but you pick another one up.
No, not necessarily. I wouldn't say so. No.
But then is it effective going online though? Because surely
I think for
you
some.
want to go back and replace that person.
That's what I'm thinking.
That you just let go of.
No, that's a serial dater. I'm talking about someone like dates and attention. So I think you need options, and then what happens is, don't forget, dating starts. Okay, let's talk about it. When does dating actually start? We talk about talking stage. Is that dating? Are we talking about you're mine, I'm yours? Is that when dating begins? Because to me, that's not dating.
I think dating begins when you've gone on a date. The first date. That's day one of dating.
Right, so when I say date...
you say that, actually. Yeah. But I think when you start talking, I think that's when you started dating.
Yeah, that's when we talk with someone else.
Personally, yeah, personally. Yeah. Before you've even gone on a date, I think you can start establishing.
So have any of you had multiple dates then?
Yes.
So you said you recommend doing it, but can you categorically say you've done it before?
Absolutely.
5 in a week.
5 in a week. Like gone out on 5 days.
Let's say you've had
I've
people
never
that you're talking to in the course of 1 week.
Yeah, because that's what happens online. Because you've got 5 matches and there's 5 people that you're talking to. It doesn't mean you're
I'm not judging, by the way.
You can never judge.
Nothing on Monday, Monday, Tuesday,
Wednesday,
Thursday.
Try it. Before you knock it, try it. I think the only way to be successful is a numbers game. And everyone else feels the same way. You need as much.
I don't think it's a numbers game. I think it's about why are you doing this?
Right.
And why do you feel the need to talk to 5 men? 5 men at once.
Have you ever done online dating? I'm like,
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm here to learn.
Because you get
You do.
I'm here to learn.
And
But
if
from
you
those
match-
matches,
if you haven't matched 5 people, then you need to up your profile because that's
serious about that.
Yeah.
But just before I go on, so have you had multiple dates then?
yes. So for me, my cut-off was always 3. Mm-hmm. Which I thought was manageable.
So wait, you're not even that far from the 5. Let's be
No. 3 and 5 are actually 2.
Let's just get all the way around.
Numbers, but I've separated by 4. Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
3 is good for me because at least I could pay attention. Like I feel like I'll be present.
Attention?
I feel like I'll be full-time job. No.
This one's even left her job.
No, she doesn't actually say. She doesn't even know job at this point. No, she doesn't.
I do a night shift now. I do a night shift now. Tempting at 9. No, I'm sorry. I just have to get back to you.
No, I feel like I need to be present in all 3 in order for me to get what I need out of these connections or let them go.
Well, I've got quite a good attention span, and maybe I'm a little bit ADHD, and I'm able to pay attention to all these different people. I just need to know I'm making the right decision, and the only way I can know that is by if you want speed dating, what's the point of doing speed dating with 3 people? You want as many as possible.
I mean,
that's just speed dating to me.
But speed dating is like an introduction, isn't it? So we're talking about the actual dating stage. We're talking about we're getting to know each other on a deeper level. We're having, spending
I think we have a deeper
understanding
of dating.
Speaking, okay, that's what I want to understand.
Okay, so we're talking about online dating.
Online dating.
Online, because just matching, sweetheart.
Yeah, we're matching.
You want to match with as many people as possible. Yeah, and then you want to narrow it down. And then you want to say, this guy's not very quick to reply. Right. This guy I'm not really getting a spark with, but you might have to be talking to a few at the same time.
No, but you said 5?
I think, if you want to talk about matches, I've had up to 10.
Come on.
But I'm just talking.
Well, I'm not talking about matches. I'm talking about you giving your energy to 5 people. Let's say
matching
you're giving your energy to 3 guys, in a whole week. Let's talk about a span of a whole week. You're talking.
That's fine. That's fair. That's all right.
Right. So that's fair. So let's say they all ask you on a date.
Yeah.
But on a date with all of them. Yeah. Now,
yes, that's
really like them or you're getting to know them and stuff. how do you make it fair, you know, when you're dating all these guys at the same time, if you're not really getting to know them to the degree where you can now make a realistic... How do you make a realistic analysis? How are you making that if you've got that many in 1 week? How do you make a realistic...
Whoa. So you're saying I'm going on 5 dates in a week? No, I never actually made that claim.
No. I asked the question. You said yeah.
But no, I could be talking
Talking.
5 people at once, but eventually some don't even get to the dating stage. Some are just going to get axed. We had a conversation, or the conversation goes flat after a while. Or we might even ghost you, or it's possible, right? So they out. Maybe then you're left with 4. Okay. And then you've always got the one that is kind of ahead of the game. He looks like a strong winner, right? But then you need to make sure that they're not just love bombing you. It looks good. So you might have one that you think, this guy, he's the most attractive. On paper, he ticks the most boxes. He's the one I would like to be the one that actually comes through. You have that guy. But guess what? He just might not. And that's why I think I spoke about this before. You can't laser focus. You can't give everything to one person because they let you down. And your judgment might not be right. So you might think this is a guy, but you need to give the maybes a bit of a chance as well. Because they actually might come through.
I get that. And you know, for me personally, I feel like I'm the one that's laser focused. I'm the one that will date one person at a time. I'm the one that's like, okay, let me just get to know this guy to the capacity that I can make a sound judgment on my own without any distractions. Then I can move on, if that makes sense. But I understand what you're saying as well. Like, getting all your eggs not in one basket, but just spread them out or whatever. That's fine. But I've always thought, if you're going to do that, is it not allowing you to not really get to know one person properly enough to actually analyze?
It's the best way to get to know somebody because you've actually got something to judge it against. So you might be just laser focused in one guy. You're going to want him to be the one. You're going to wait out. It's not texting you that much.
Well, it's not so much about wanting them to be the guy because that's not my intention. It's more I feel like I have to get to know them just them on their own because I probably get distracted. I'm probably not as multifaceted as you, if that makes sense. So I probably can't do it. I actually need to be more focused on that one person, if that makes sense.
Why are you focusing on that? Why does it even... to me, you need to qualify to
no,
get to that stage.
You still do that. Even if you're focused on one person, you're still...
Not really.
Yeah, you are, because you're still analysing that person. You're still getting out your tick box, You're saying, this is yes or no or whatever. This is what I actually don't do like. You're still doing it. It's just I'm not doing multiple in one time.
Okay.
So, basically... Put it in the comments, guys, because clearly this is going to be a long debate.
It is.
But, so put it in the comments, guys. Let us know what your thoughts are. Are you multifaceted when it's dating, or are you more of a single, target, laser-focused dater? Okay, so my next question was, do you feel that online dating is actually safe? Is it safe?
Is it safe to be online full stop?
Have you felt safe going on a date? Have you prepared yourself to go on a date to be safe? What have you done to do that?
Exactly the same thing I would do if I met a guy
at the club. Same.
I'm going to tell my friends I'm going out. I'm going to say this is where he's taking me. I'm not going to get him to pick me up. I'm going to meet him there.
Like that.
I would have a conversation with him. I would have asked for his socials so I know that he's real and I can figure out
it's not verbal.
And also who do I know that he knows. And I would have done a video call with him before I actually met up with him.
That's a thing on online dating, isn't it? You have to have a video call, is it right?
So you don't have to.
You can. You can actually do
a feature.
That's a feature.
You can do
so you don't have to actually exchange numbers, So they are trying to keep a level of safety for you on it.
Yeah. And you can even do a phone call in the app. You don't actually have to give out your number. So if you there are precautions you can take to make sure that you're safe. Call them within the app. Do the video call within the app so you can verify them that way.
Right.
They're also
exclusively messaged just in the app. You don't even need to exchange numbers, even if you didn't want to, even up until the day.
That's
absolutely, and it's verified. So if you can see if someone's account's being verified, it'll have a tick. That basically means they've done the whole looked into a screen and they show some ID. The app verifies they are who they say they are.
Yeah.
Are there any apps that you recommend?
Oh, I wouldn't be doing that. No. I wouldn't be recommending any apps because I would say you got to
Try them all out.
explore them all.
Okay, what else have you used? What apps have you used?
I've used Bumble and I've used Hinge.
Okay.
Okay. What I would say is if you are looking for some chocolate, you need to,
Like a chocolate.
I would say head over to Hinge.
Okay.
Whereas Bumble is for the white guys.
Europeans.
Okay. Europeans, Caucasians on that side.
That's
so if
interesting.
you're kind of open to both, Bumble's cool as well.
It's quite interesting that there's like a culture kind of growing in these like online sites.
It wasn't interesting. I've seen a change.
Yeah.
It could be my algorithm. I don't know what's going on, but I would say I'm not seeing as much chocolate
on
Bumble.
Okay.
And I've had other people say the same. Men.
Okay.
So have you put your how? Okay, so I'm not on the dating apps. Yeah. And then I've got a secret account. And I was on Bumble and I was on Hinge, and that was a very, very, very long time ago. And I realised that, well, back then you could actually set parameters. So like you said, if you wanted to date, height.
Yeah.
And, well, proximity, so how close they were to you.
Yeah.
And also ethnicity.
Yes.
Is that something you can still do?
I'm not sure actually, but what I do know is that if you want to set your criteria, I think now they require you to pay.
They charge you.
There's a lot more of that. There's a lot more of that. Yeah. So I'm not totally sure.
So
and you can't do.
Are you willing to share some information on whether you've had a date that you felt a bit unsafe in? Like, is there any experience that you've had where you felt like, I feel a bit on edge here, let me call my girls, like do a SOS?
Yes, me and you, B. Yes.
Okay.
When we went to, what was it, LA Lounge? Yes.
Ooh, shout out to LA Lounge.
We're not shouting LA. I didn't feel safe. I'm going to wait to leave.
What happened?
So tell. Do
you know what's so brilliant? This actually wasn't there.
Nothing's special.
So I feel that, so what we've done, we had gone to a previous club, and then a group of us, so I think it was girls and guys, it's a mixed group we were in. We then said, okay, let's what are we going to do next, right? And they were like, okay, yeah, we can go to LA Lounge. It closes at 6. I think it closes at like 5 or 6, one of them anyway. Yeah. I think maybe it'll come as the story unfolds. And we're rocking up to LA Lounge now, and it's just busy. There's loads of people around. I don't know if anybody's been to LA Lounge before. I'm sure a lot of our viewers have. It's like an industrial kind of setting, and there were just loads of like what I would deem as undesirable people just around anyway. And then we got into the club, and I feel like there are undesirable people also in the club. Yeah, and I felt unsafe. And I remember just looking at B to say, yeah, we need to like get out of here.
So was it a date though?
No, it wasn't a date. I just didn't feel safe.
Right.
In the club.
In the club.
In a club environment.
Okay. Right, so you're saying that you can also equally feel unsafe.
Yeah. Offline it very easily, very quickly, in a position that you put yourself in.
Right, so I guess this unsafe scenario can happen online, offline. So how I ever felt...
Have you ever had to prepare yourself to be online? I mean, sorry, to have a date from somebody that you've met online?
Well, I can tell you my first experience, actually. Yeah. I was anti-online dating. It was my work colleagues. I was like, Serena, you need to get online, And I was like, I'm too good for that. I'm not going online. Anyway, I went online. I did it, right? Yeah. And I got catfished. So off
my day
straight away. I was naive, but this naive
was he looking like a troll?
No, so it was he basically put up pictures and posed as Simeon Panda.
No way.
I'm not joking. I'm not kidding, yeah. But I didn't know who Simeon Panda was. This was many years ago.
Right.
No idea who he was.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, he's a bit of me. And I was showing him my work colleagues, actually.
No
way. And I think they looked at me like, Serena, are you sure? But no one actually said anything, right? But looking back, they were giving me a bit of a...
Yeah, this is real.
Exactly, right?
Oh, God.
Anyway, so I was talking to him on the, I don't know if we ever got to the WhatsApp stage or whatever, but I was talking to him, and then we were arranging to meet up.
Okay.
And then when I heard his voice, I was like, it's not really adding up.
It's not giving man.
Yeah, he didn't have...
You didn't sound like you should look.
No bass.
Look how you said it.
No bass in his voice whatsoever. There was no bass. Right?
So what that photo looked like it should have bass?
Like, You know what Simeon Pants looks like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, so I totally got catfished.
So you met up with him?
No, I didn't. Thank God I didn't. And you know what? You saying that makes my heart just go... Imagine I met up with him. God knows what he was capable of doing or what his intentions were. But anyway, it turns out he says, I'm really, really sorry. I caught him out. I completely done him because what I did was I got the pictures from his profile and I put it on Google, and then all this Simeon Panda stuff came up. And I was like, oh, this guy's actually a person, but not the person I'm talking to.
Yeah.
He's a personality and he's some type of influencer.
Right.
In the fitness industry. And I was like, oh no. But obviously I had an instinct that something wasn't right. That's why I went to search. And so there are ways to kind of verify
your instincts were really telling you that something is not...
It's not adding up.
Right.
Yeah. And then I outed him. And then he was like, I'm really sorry because I'm a student and I was just doing some research.
She's lying.
I'm not joking. No, let's just not fall out. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
So
Were you disappointed?
I was disappointed, but it helped me wise up, you know.
And you got back on the saddle.
I did.
Back on the net.
I did.
Kept it moving. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So there is this notion that internet dating is about hookups predominantly, yeah? People just go on there for the sexual relations. Would you agree?
Yeah.
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 Especially, what's the first one that came out? The first one that was really popular? Slip my mind.
Tinder, you know.
Tinder, that's it.
Tinder.
Yes,
Yes.
Tinder. Yeah. That's actually just known just to be a hookup app.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think you've got to know the culture of the apps.
Right.
Before you go on them, like apps, different
I
apps.
agree.
Oh, so do you really think that they've all got a different personality per se, like a culture?
Yeah,
you really,
absolutely.
But I mean, like, can some be more discreet? Perhaps they're all about hookups, and maybe there's a couple that are just kind of dressed up
individuals.
nicer.
You mean individuals?
Yeah, like let's say Hinge is all dressed up nice and looks fantastic, but really, the majority of them are just there to...
Yeah, you can figure that out. I think that's offline as well. What do you think? Do you think people offline are actually more serious about relationships?
I mean, this is
people
the thing.
online?
I mean, they're all the same, quite frankly.
Right. So I think you've got to have the win there,
must be
regardless.
Yeah,
you do.
Okay. So what would you say your expectations are when you go online dating? Do you feel like it's a space where you can potentially meet your partner, your loved one, the one that you have always dreamed of and in?
I don't think no one should rule it out. You can be anybody anywhere.
That's my intention, to be honest. I'm not in
So you go on there to find a husband?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Why not? Yeah.
Okay. And how do you do that? How do
I
you do that? Like, what do you put on your profile? Like, what are we looking at?
And what are you swiping right for?
Yeah. What is going on in your process when you're actually eliminating these guys?
So, in terms of the profile pics I've put up, I don't wear anything too revealing. It's not really my style anyway, but I wouldn't go for anything too overly sexualized.
Yeah.
I kind of have a nice range of different photos. In terms of what I'm writing on my profile, I just want to put my qualities. I'm kind, I'm loving, etc. I have downplayed my job title. So I just put I'm in finance. I don't say that I am a founder or a business owner or anything like that. I don't want to give boss lady. That could be... I don't know. Maybe that's not the right thing to do, but I just don't want it to be something that puts people off.
Do you think that would though? Because remember, we're looking for a husband.
Potentially.
So, husband wouldn't be intimidated.
But I don't know. I think there's this social media perception of what a boss woman is like.
Yes.
So I feel like I don't want to be prejudged. Before.
So less is more.
Less is more.
Less is more.
I feel like you shouldn't give everything away on these apps anyway. I think there should be some intrigue.
Yeah, you have to have some
mystery.
I would have suspected you.
Obviously, don't conceal that you're a criminal, but you know.
Where did that come from?
Don't do that. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so obviously preparing yourself to go online, you've got to get, the right kind of bio. You've got to make sure that your images don't look too crazy.
Yeah.
And you're not sharing too much information.
I agree. Yeah.
Or explicitly writing that you want a long-term relationship on
there.
And
that's one of the... when you set up a profile, it does ask you what are your intentions, so that would be quite openly displayed. Are you looking for something long-term, not something casual? You can sort of clarify what you're looking for.
Right. So, if you were scrolling, 1 hour, How many do you think that you could go through?
I don't
Just
know numbers
through.
wise.
Yeah,
I don't
numbers
know.
wise.
God,
100, 200.
I know it's a long time to swipe.
Yeah. it
Okay,
is.
20 minutes then. How many do you think you can go through?
What before seeing someone that I actually like?
Yeah.
I could go a whole 20 minutes and not seeing one that's worth a
And you just
swipe
keep going
right.
and going.
No,
and
I'll just
going.
stop and just leave it another time. But
Okay.
I'm not going to keep going and going and keep going and tiring at my lovely poor fingers.
For sure. Well, that's
what they said.
yeah, exactly. Our viewers did say that. Okay.
Yeah, so I get. If anyone has got too much, like loads of pictures of like topless pictures,
Right.
and, that, and showing their body, and that seems to be the only thing they've got going for them. And all these tattoos, and I'm not really into that, so I'm not really swiping for that person. We're definitely swiping left next.
Yeah, because it does sound a bit immature, doesn't it?
It is immature. And second of all, guys, please stop putting pictures of you and your mates. It's giving not ready
That sounds bizarre.
to let go of your boys. It's got nothing to do with your boys. So why have you got a picture of your boys?
But then is it right for us to judge? Because maybe that person is like their bestie and they come as a package deal.
That's the problem. So
Maybe that was the only good photo of them.
Yeah, maybe they're not really
Selfish,
photogenic,
selfish.
like they're not really,
You must-
used to taking pictures, that kind of vibe.
I'm not.
I do agree. I know. I do agree. They need to have standalone.
No, standalone photos. Stop putting your mates or your ex-girlfriend. I'm sure.
Excuse me?
No, I'm sure some of these guys have got some like woman in the picture. I don't know what that's all about.
It could be their sister.
Well, why?
But
Why do
you're
you-
right.
Yeah,
You're right.
have
You're
a-
right.
Anyway,
That
I
actually makes sense.
Yeah, that would
Okay.
get my attention.
Okay, cool. So essentially what you're saying is online, there's got to be something that really kind of, stands out for you to now start looking at their profile. Obviously,
Yeah.
you've got to also keep your information quite limited, and maybe that can also attract the right person.
Yeah,
so
but
you've
you
got to be
still
quite picky with everything. When
Still
you
got to sell yourself.
Yeah,
Still got to sell
because I've always
yourself.
heard that you just go through it like the numbers, just meet up and meet up and meet up, and not actually be that selective, because then you might be missing out or whatever. But now you're expressing that you actually have to be a bit more
really
picky up.
selective.
So is that because of your age? Because we are over 35. So is it? And the discussion is about over 35 women dating online. So is it that you're more picky now than what you might have been 10 years ago?
Actually, I think I've always been picky.
Okay.
But obviously, naturally, as you get to know more about your do's and don'ts or what you do and don't like, you're going to get even more pickier. But I've always been picky.
Yeah.
And I've literally gone on online date, and it's got to the end. It literally says we can't shave anymore.
Are you serious?
And I haven't swiped for anyone yet. Like, I didn't want it. I didn't want to get to know any of them. So that's
So then, off the back of that, then is online dating good for 35-year-old women? Plus, is it actually a good thing for us to do if the options aren't really that many?
Well, I'm picky.
Yes. So yeah. Do
you know what I mean?
Reese actually said that she's picky, but if you do things like adjust your parameters, so your age, for example, you're only dating older guys,
Right.
or you're only looking for older guys, hopefully you should get more of a match.
Okay.
If your profile is also age appropriate, I think you should get a match as well, because you can't say like you're in your 40s and then you're posting up pictures of you doing young girl stuff, and then you want guys, like, you need to really figure out why you're on these apps, and what you're looking for. So that's my 2 pence. I think it can still work for you over 35. Just make sure your parameters and your research is being done.
It definitely works. Come on, let's be more positive.
Okay.
Yes, it works. And don't always think...
You don't have any reference though, so we're heavily relying on you.
Yeah, well, I'm here to bring it. Ladies, if you are over 35, there is no reason why you can't even set your parameters a little bit lower. Go for younger guys as well, because I'm finding that these younger guys sometimes have got their ish together. So I wouldn't say you should discount looking at guys that are younger than you. If you're 35, it doesn't have to be 35 plus. You find that some of the older guys who are not married to you, who are still unsettled, they're the ones that are actually more stuck in their ways, actually, and they're the ones that are kind of harder to kind of get on with.
Right. Do you think that there's any chance that a 35-year-old plus woman going online dating looks desperate?
No.
No?
No.
No.
See, to me it kind of does.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Elaborate.
because I just love the idea of an organic meeting. Yeah. And I know that when you hit 30, sometimes people can get into panic mode and it's like, deer in headlights, I'm hitting 30, blah, 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 let alone 35 plus. Yeah. So you can only imagine the panic when you're now choosing your suit or online.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not even making the right decisions online. So now you may appear to be more desperate online. You know, so
I think is that transpire online or offline? I don't think it makes a difference. I think I can understand where I used to think that. I was one of those people that think I'm not desperate, I'm not going online.
Yeah.
But things have
But
changed.
why is it desperate to go online?
But it
I know it's proactive.
Great.
It's proactive. You're not believing in your own source that you can attract a man regardless.
No, but you're not doing anything in the 5D to attract him.
Exactly. I think that's where you have to.
But you are.
Realization.
I think there's a level of laziness as well. Then, because surely, why are you going online? Like, why not just go out, meet somebody organic? Because you're doing the same thing. It's just that you're behind a screen.
But you know what? I always like the options, right? So online dating is another option, that exposes you to more men. Men that you wouldn't ordinarily bump into.
Okay. Yeah.
And there's no reason why something couldn't start from that. So I'm all for that.
Do you think that online dating has changed the whole dating parameters now? The whole scope of dating?
Yeah, completely. I
It's
think
killed
it's kind
it.
of ruined it.
So
Yeah, I think my dating is.
It's ruined it. So tell me how it's had an
time.
impact on dating.
Making people more lazy, can't be bothered to be more traditional anymore. Everyone's very transactional, very disposable.
Yeah.
There's none of this like real connection that's building over a course of maybe a short period or longer period or whatever. Now it's like swipe left, swipe right. Yeah, I've swiped right. Let's go on a date. Yeah, okay, no problem. You tick these boxes. Fantastic. Let's go on a date.
Minimal effort to get in. Minimal effort to get out.
Literally,
You know what I mean? It's like
literally. That's just how I see it.
So would you see it as a red flag if somebody used online dating? Would you feel like he's more inclined that should things go wrong, he's hopping back on?
100%. That's a
Really?
biggest red flag. Yeah, I wouldn't find it attractive. I would. Do you know? I would expect it actually if he was younger, and I was a cougar. Then I would expect it.
But for an older guy,
if he's an older guy, older than me, unless he's a widower, maybe he's lost his confidence a little bit and all that kind of stuff, perhaps. But if you haven't had that kind of major experience where it's really quite detrimental to your confidence, and you're just average guy, it's lazy to me.
okay, so do you
Why
think
don't you just go out?
so he's not confident if he's online dating?
I don't think a lot of people that go online are confident.
That's interesting.
I don't think
That's
so.
That's
interesting. That's
interesting.
I
interesting.
don't think so. But that's my personal opinion. It's not that. I'm not saying that online dating is bad. I just think that it's perpetuating this very low vibration at the moment when it comes to dating.
Okay, so for me, I see it as you have people who are, against the clock, who work very long hours, who don't have. No, but I'm saying so for those people, it's an option for them to meet people online because they don't have that. They don't have that social
Network.
to meet people.
Yeah,
it's out and about.
that can
So they can go online, they can meet someone if they form a connection. That's amazing. Yeah, so say
But then
like
what
you
would we
work
do back in the
24
day?
hours back.
What were the mothers do back in the day? Then?
They were setting up their sons.
Huh?
They were
They're
setting up their
setting
sons.
up what?
They're setting up their sons.
Oh well, this is it. They should be going out. They should. I really do feel that.
I agree. They
Meeting
should be.
people organically, going out is probably the best feeling you're ever going to
I
have.
think
And I
so.
find
It's the best way to meet
internet,
someone.
the idea of it, not to say that I'm planning, it's just the idea of it. I feel like it might instill a level of vulnerability and insecurity in someone more than what they did when they walked into the internet scene. And I think it's not helping us psychologically, but each to their own. And off the back of this online dating thing, if you're going on there just for a hookup and stuff like that, is that the expectation from some guys?
That's
that
fine.
you should go on there, but then does that not ruin the relationship as well?
Well, look,
You go on there and then you have sex with this
there's
guy.
other people that want that too. You'll find your match. You'll find other people that want what you want as well.
sure.
And I just think when you go online, you need to be clear about what you want.
Yeah.
And you can be unapologetic. If height's a thing for you, if you've got a certain height you like, then set your parameters to only see certain heights, a certain age, whatever. I personally like a full beard, like beard, hairline, good body. And if I see those things, great, it will grab my attention, but I can look at the profiles and find out a little bit more about what they're about.
Yeah. Wouldn't you just prefer to just meet them organically?
Of course I would.
Then you
I'm
see
not.
all the jazz, all the pimples, all the this, that, and the third.
But I'm not.
You
I'm
see
not
everything.
just meeting them. I'm not just meeting them. Yeah, I'm not meeting tall guys, chocolate guys with full beards, a good hairline, a good job, well dressed.
This list is long.
So you still believe, this is wholeheartedly. I know, obviously, you're in a relationship now. Would you still advocate for
online dating? 100%
situation?
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
okay.
I would advocate for it. However, I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't go on it.
Sorry?
No, I personally wouldn't use it, but I would say
What does that
definitely
mean?
other people
What does that mean?
should go onto it, and I would say all the pluses.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
However, for myself,
Okay.
I would rather meet someone organically.
And is that because you met your current partner
Yeah, I met organically.
And you
My
felt the
partner
sensation of a natural connection?
I'm boosting B's argument right now.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. That's interesting.
So
But
you
I
feel
would
like-
definitely advocate for online dating, and I've done it in the past before.
Yeah. But out of the two,
yeah, I would
organic
prefer,
or online?
I would prefer organic. Yeah.
Organic or
I've got no
online?
preference. I just want to meet someone that
I like
I
it's balanced. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's balanced. So, in the comments, guys, online or organic, let us know. So I'm going to go on to now the last segment, which is going to be hopefully quite fun. I'm going to tell the viewers what we're going to be doing now. So it's basically a would you rather situation. Okay, so I'm going to give some scenarios. And everyone's going to answer. So it's it's the magic wand.
Hey.
So you've got one
stuff.
Yeah.
We need a drum roll.
You know, come on, take one with me. Yeah. Okay, you go first, Missy.
Okay, so scenario 1, ladies. You are extremely late to the restaurant,
Okay.
and the reservation has now been cancelled. Okay, remember you're late. Okay,
Right.
and now he has to
Doesn't
pay a cancellation fee.
Well, damn.
Okay, these are the options. What are you doing? A. Pretend as if the restaurant is out of order. Kick up a fuss. Like, why would you charge a fee? B. Apologize profusely and proceed to the next location.
Right.
C. Offer to cover cancellation fee. Or D. You decide to go somewhere else and you cover the next bill. Oh.
I'm going to do C. I'm going to offer to cover the cancellation fee, but I hope he's a gentleman and just says, no, don't worry about it.
Yeah, what was that again?
Pretend as if the restaurant is out of order.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm a lady. And what was the second one, sorry?
Apologize profusely and proceed to the next location.
Yeah. Yeah, B.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, but I'd love for him to handle the situation politely, and obviously I'd be apologetic, of course, naturally.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have wanted to be late, but it's just unfortunate.
Yeah, I think I'm B as well.
Yeah.
I think I'll just apologise and let's move on to the next location. So,
Yeah.
adapting on the whole...
So, right, I want him to still be the man in this situation.
Yeah.
I want him to still pay the bill,
Exactly.
Okay.
Go on, Miri.
I think you're out of order, but... Right, so the date is booked at a high-end restaurant.
Okay.
Your date is refused entry due to not meeting the dress code standard. He suggests going to a pub.
First of all,
Whoa. Okay.
He's
A.
lost it.
Would you rather? Okay. It's never going to go well because I'm pissed at this point and I'm not even trying. I already know I will never see him again.
A. I don't need to hear the rest.
No judgment. These things happen.
It's impossible.
He's extremely fit, okay?
Right.
So let's see how the pub goes.
I'm desperate now.
yeah.
I'm going to do a Karen, yeah, and ask to speak to the manager. We are getting in. Team base. So,
D.
D.
We're getting
D.
in. D or C?
C.
We're getting in.
We're getting in.
Because I ain't about to wear this and go to a pub, first of all.
Okay.
There's no way. You're not taking me to a pub.
So you're going to say, listen,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
going to
just-
speak
yeah,
to the
negotiate
manager.
a deal,
He's wearing shorts.
yeah.
It's not
Like-
their dress code. and you're going to
I
call
mean, if
it
he's
out.
wearing shorts, what is he even doing wearing shorts, first of all?
Is he wearing shorts?
Yeah, he's wearing shorts now.
I give it
No, sorry. All right, if he's wearing shorts, then I'm not seeing you again.
Oh,
Saying no, it's a wrap. It's
That's silly.
it's nice shorts.
No, but you
Looks
booked the
really
restaurant.
nice.
You booked the restaurant. You're not wise enough to know what the dress code is. Didn't you read that? Did you read that on the
it's
website?
embarrassing.
At this
really
point, you're not
embarrassing.
of the mental age that I require. So let's call it quits. Yeah, so
love that.
what would you do there?
Oh, what would I do? In my mind, I would just smile my way through it, but I just know I'm not going to see him again. So I'm saying, I'm the A.
Yeah.
Sorry, but it's a wrap.
Yeah, guys, know what you're wearing to go out, please. All right, so that's what I'm saying. You booked it.
Yeah.
Make it make sense. Is he a catfish if he doesn't have any social media accounts? His pictures are extremely good and he does not reply to your calls. Instead, he texts with, sorry, I'm busy.
So what do you mean about the photos? The photos are extremely
They're good,
Like he looks
Well, and his profile pictures.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
on WhatsApp or however you're messaging.
photoshopped almost.
Online. He's online.
No, but he's
online.
different on social media.
No, you're dating online, though.
Oh, you're online. Okay, of course. Okay.
Yeah,
Go on.
so you can see some pics.
Yeah.
So is she a catfish? Yeah. Is there any other options?
There are options.
I'm about to say,
okay.
yeah. So I'm going to start with vegan, just one time, yeah. So is he a catfish if he doesn't have any social media accounts? His pictures are extremely good, and that's something that you might have seen on his phone, let's say, he doesn't.
No, you wouldn't have seen on the phone.
So we start.
I've actually seen the
So
pictures.
online dating.
online.
So just make so him had that as online dating profile.
Right.
Dating profile.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can't be a catfish.
It's online.
You can't be a catfish online.
You can't be a catfish offline, can you? So obviously, if it's a catfish, it's
Yeah,
offline. Go on.
all right. Is he a catfish if he doesn't have any social media accounts? His pictures are extremely good on his profile, and he does not reply to your calls. Instead, he texts with, "Sorry, I'm busy." Right. Answers are: A. Would you suggest that they're a straight catfish?
Yes.
B. Would you suggest that he's cheating and he's definitely a catfish?
I was cheating and
Cheating and a catfish.
Yeah, he's definitely got a woman, perhaps. All right. Or C, everyone gets busy, maybe ask him to send more pictures.
Oh, it's A. He's a catfish.
I definitely think personally, I feel like he's a catfish and he's cheating. He definitely has somebody else going on.
What do you think?
What do you think? A, B, or C?
If I had to pick one, I'll probably pick C.
Yeah, okay, so
Do you know why? Do you know why? Because at this point, I know I'm sacking it all off.
You got time.
I'm sacking it all off because I'm just not interested.
So one more for you guys. One more for you
Just not
guys.
interested.
Right, you go on a first date. It goes really well. He suggests you delete the app. Ooh, child.
So first date to get out.
First date, bear in mind, this
Goes
is not
really
even 24 hours. Yeah, you
Love
know
this.
each
This
other.
is energy.
How well? Did we
He's
kiss?
actually mad. I don't this one I don't even know. But let's you move.
I love that.
Oh, you
That's
like him. You really, really like him. Okay, but this is the first date. First date. All right. So A, hell no. One date will never win me over. B, finally, I've met a serious guy. I would delete it. C, it's giving possessive psycho. D, he's just spitting game on you.
B.
Sean. Okay, so finally, I've met a serious guy. I would delete it.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? I'll delete it. I'll delete it.
Day one.
I'll delete it.
Hell no.
Day one.
I'll delete it.
He's just spitting game. He's spitting game.
So he's spitting games.
Yes,
That's
he's not deleting
cool,
anything.
cool. Okay. I would say it's C. He's definitely a psycho. 100% possessive. You're moving crazy. It's one day. It's less than 24 hours.
Woo.
And I'm not being funny, but why would you even suggest that I should delete something that you met me on?
Yeah.
Let's get that right. You've just met me. But we move. So that was online dating, guys, and how horrific it can be. Clearly, we haven't got anywhere on this one, but I'm still definitely a no-go for the internet unless somebody can convince me, set me up on a private date, maybe. But until then, but yeah, the girls, I think they're still quite, you
I'm pro online. I'll advocate for online dating.
Do it.
There you go. You heard it first here, and that's 2 out of 3. So definitely go online dating. Apparently it works. And that was W Lounge Podcast. That was Bree, Riri,
And Chris.
Sissy. Take care, guys. Follow us on everything, every social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, the usual.
Subscribe.
Yeah. If you want more content like this about dating, follow us on this series about 35 plus women dating and how fantastic allegedly this is for us. But yeah, take care. Bye.
Comment.